process of choosing the next president has finally begun.
That is the most votes ever cast for any Republican primary winner.
Okay, Iowa's over now. Cruz and Clinton won, but historically doesn't mean much. As we said, Sanders and Trump are favored in New Hampshire. Watching some of the candidates brag about how great they are, I keep thinking that some of them sound like this guy, the tyrant who ruled over North Korea. And if you read the book Dear Reader, the unauthorized biography of Kim Jong-il, some American political candidates do come to mind. The author of that book joins us now. His name is Michael Malice. What kind of nasty last name? Malice.
Ike, that's your icebreaker?
Yeah, I think of the great Lincoln line, with malice toward none.
Well, it's malice by name, malice by nature.
So you wrote this book about the dictator, and you see similarities with these presidential candidates.
Well, you see similarities in any politician. They're all using the government to enforce their will on the people. So, of course, they're going to have universal techniques that they use in any country.
All right, well, you also wrote a book called Ego and Hubris, so about yourself,
That was
actually.
written about me, yes.
So you should be in touch with some of these guys. Donald Trump, let's talk about him. So your book depicts the North Korean dictator saying, "I remember the day I was born perfectly." And that does sound a little like Trump.
There's nobody bigger or better at the military than I am.
We will have so much winning if I get elected that you may get bored with winning.
Did he make you think of the dictator as he campaigned?
There's certainly a blowhard similarity between Trump and any of the North Korean leaders. I mean, Kim Jong-il boasts that he remembers the names and birthdays of everyone he's ever met. And, he went through military school in like 3 months because that's all he needed to know. And then he was educating professors. And his college thesis, the role of socialism, the role of the county in fomenting socialism, was compared to the Copernican revolution in North Korean propaganda. So there's certainly no shortage of bragging in North Korea, although he does talk about how modest he is.
His people also say he moves so quickly U.S. satellites can't track him.
That's right. And according to North Korean propaganda, we invented a computer to figure out his strategy, and even the supercomputer couldn't wrap its head around Kim Jong-il's brilliance.
This video of a Trump rally went viral. Almost 5 million people have watched it now. The kids are adorable, but it does remind me a little bit of something a North Korean dictator might stage.
Enemies of freedom, face the music. Come on, boys, take them down. President Donald Trump knows how to make America great. Deal from strength or get crushed every time.
Deal from strength or get crushed every time.
Yeah, Kim Jong-il brags that if he needs to deal with America, he'll quote-unquote slap her across the face if need be. North Korea is a lot less crazy than people think, though. They use these techniques to kind of get everyone in line, and it's worked. They're the last one standing, and it's not an accident. They practice what they preach resoundingly, and all of Americans like to think that they're these clown figures, but they're actually, ruthless hostage takers. And when you see those dances in North Korea, all those children have guns in the back of their heads, because if they don't perform, their whole family will be sent to the concentration camps.
I don't think that was the case with the Trump rally.
That's correct. I think that's fair.
So let's talk about some of the other candidates. Hillary, you say her ruthlessness compares to the dictator?
Oh, yeah. Hillary Clinton, is absolutely ruthless. And, she was telling Obama we should be bombing Syria, not because she had the horse in the race, but when in doubt, bomb is her strategy. And all the Democrats were scared to run against her in 2016 because the Clintons are notoriously vindictive.
Chris Christie is an authoritarian prosecutor. He's like the dictator?
Yeah, I couldn't believe in the last debate when Chris Christie said, if you're suspicious about something, call the police. That reminds me of something that they teach in my native Soviet Union, where they teach the kids, if your parents do something wrong, call the cops on them. This is wonderful. I mean, what a waste of resources at the very least, not as well as, an attack on civil liberties.
And Bernie Sanders wants government to just take over everything. That sounds like a North Korean dictator.
Well, let's hope. It sounds with this list that Bernie Sanders would be the most benevolent tyrant of the entire group, scarily enough.
I don't think it's benevolent when he takes all my money and gives it to a system that hurts people.
Well, sure, but I said it's a comparative scale. So if he's not bombing people overseas, maybe there's a little bit of benevolence there.
Rubio, Cruz, Christie, and Bush all want to bomb more people overseas and say they can destroy ISIS.
Well, you can't compare Bush to Kim Jong-il because Kim Jong-il was known for his charisma, and Jeb Bush sadly has none of that.
You're horrible. Malice is a deserved name.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael Malice.